Welcome back to the Sleeping Pantheon podcast where legends never sleep. I'm 54-foot Huncho.
It's your boy Realist Vibes.
It's your boy Uncle Phil in the building. We got a couple topics for you guys today.
Hey, but real quick, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, show some love, help us fuel the Pantheon, and if you guys have any other ideas or anything like you want us to do, drop it down in the comments, all right?
Let's get right into it,
actually.
All right, awesome. So it looks like, well, the first thing we wanted to talk about today was the 2025 Crunchyroll Anime Awards. That was today.
Yeah.
So shout out to Crunchyroll for another year. Looks like a big success, but we're going to go through a couple of the bigger options here. And then, like I said, we're going to talk about how we feel about all of them, see if you guys agree with some of them. And if there's anything that you guys have you want to talk about, just let us know down below, okay? So the first thing on the list looks like Best Anime Song. And who are the nominees for that one?
So you already know. Blang bing bong, bang bing bong, bang bing bong,
Bang
bing bong.
That's always gonna
I bet
be
it was
that.
a close second.
That had to have
I
been
bet
it.
it was a close second.
That had to have been. That was a good one for
We
sure.
also had Fatal by Gem Oshinoku Season 2.
Okay.
Level by Swano Hiroyoki.
Okay.
Tomorrow Times Together, Solo Leveling. I thought it was dope.
It was cool.
And then who else we had on that list? Otanoki by Creepy Nuts, Dandandan.
You could tell who his favorite
the winner.
Yeah, right.
You can
so
tell who's
on that one for Best Anime Song, Dandandan won.
Dandandan
But
won.
now we know why.
Otanoki, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So that's information to me. His name was what?
Creepy Nuts.
Crazy work.
Crazy name.
Crazy work. So
Otanoki.
I'm surprised. You said Mashal was on that list?
Masha was on that list.
Dude, I think that didn't that take over 2024.
Oh my days!
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was seeing videos of him.
Yeah, dude, memes were made, TikToks were made. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, well, it took
But
over.
hey man, shout out to Dandandan for that one.
You know what I'm saying?
So the next
Fire.
one was Best Original Anime. Now this is for 2024. Who did they nominate for this one?
So there was Girls Band Cry.
Okay.
Buchagiri.
Okay.
Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night.
Oh man.
Metallic Rogue. Train to the End of the World. And
Okay.
Ninja Kamui.
So for this one, Ninja Kamui, HBO Max special, right? An HBO Max special.
First and foremost,
Get
I think
the
HBO
button.
Max.
Button.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How?
So
Yeah.
How?
Let me tell you.
I haven't
HBO
watched a
Max-
single other anime.
HBO Max
on that
has
list
been
though.
doing their thing.
For animes?
For animation, shout out Common Side Effects. But great, go watch it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but I don't understand how they
dude,
got
no,
that.
not Ninja Kamui.
Not Ninja
I'm
Kamui.
not gonna lie, I didn't see not one other anime on that list. I don't think.
Once
almost.
I did
once
not
once
either.
I
But
seen,
yes, I'll give
once
it
I
that.
seen
I
the
saw
robot,
Ninja Kamui.
Once I
Bro.
saw a robot on the screen,
The-
it was the last episode I watched of the anime.
Ninja Robot Kamui was not actually, bro. The first 3 episodes were phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
And-
the,
yeah.
the arms
Bro,
and the head coming out the back. My
then-
man died and came back to life.
They
They
took
brought
all
it
that
really
out.
strong.
They
came in really strong.
removed
His family.
They took off
His
all those.
child.
They took
His
out all those
wife.
ninja powers, bro. Once the robot suits became in effect, because then it just became whose suit was better than whose.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no,
It had a neural link to his suit or some shit. like
crazy
that.
work, bro.
I
Yeah,
just-
I like the
yeah.
story though. The whole like he had his friends from the past. I guess he left them for the regular life, and his
John
one of
Wick,
his
yeah.
homie never left, and he became their top guy. Yeah, I thought that whole thing was cool, but no, the anime fell off horribly.
But hey, shout out to Ninja Kamui.
They won.
They won.
They
whatever-
did their thing. They got no
whatever we
word.
want.
We're haters at this point. You can't hate on them. They won.
The next one up was Best Director of an
Let's
anime.
see for
Do we have the nominees for that one?
the best director. Let me see here. We have Afuga Yamoshiro, Dandandan,
Okay.
Haru Sotozaki, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaba,
Of course.
Ashura Training Arc.
Of course.
Still annoyed about that. Kichiro Sato, Frieren Beyond Journey's End.
Bro, that was so good.
Megami You said it was so good.
Frieren?
Frieren?
Frieren was good.
Was Frieren a Netflix anime or just an anime just
It's
showed
an
on
anime
Netflix?
that is now on
it's
Netflix.
now, yeah.
Okay,
It's a, right.
I was just saying.
Just want to make sure, of
He
course.
don't like Netflix animation, but
No.
Netflix animes, they're doing some things.
Right, that's on Crunchyroll, by the way. You
We have the Apothecary Diaries and Delicious in Dungeon.
I can tell you, Demon Slayer definitely didn't win.
Well, that was a
not
made-up
from that
arc.
season.
So
It
that
was-
arc was just, they had to just make that up.
Yeah, but for best director, you don't need a great director.
Yeah, to make the
filler.
shit up. Yeah,
For
for
me,
filler.
you know what bottom on that list was that final scene. That Michael
Yeah.
Jackson walking.
Yeah, the walk-in, the
It took a
explosion.
cold motherfucker to direct that.
That's why he's on the list.
That's
That's why he's on
I
the
will
list.
that
say,
scene
but
alone.
when we're talking about like director, Frieren has to get it because it tells the story the other way. Like the story already ended. They beat the villain. The party already won. Years passed. They grew old, and now they're telling the story of, like, you know what I mean, her life, because she's an elf, she doesn't age. And the one thing I like about it is, dude, like, it is like a slice of life anime. It's not really for the action. It's more for the story. But when they get to
action,
when they get to
when
it, bro,
they get
it's
to the
it's like
action.
they just hire the One Piece animators at that point, bro. It's real good. They just start cooking, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
It's
the whole
fire.
animation is super smooth.
Right, the whole way through.
The whole way through, the whole thing is really nice. But you're right, when they get to those fights,
They get to those fights, bro. It becomes a whole new
You're
anime.
talking,
Yeah,
like Fate
right.
level animation.
Fire. And like I said, the story's really good, so I can
Yeah.
see why that one won Best
Yeah.
Director. And then it gets into the voice actors, like Best Voice Actor for like the Japanese voice. Do we have that one?
Best voice actor.
Yeah, like
let's see
Japanese
here.
voice actor specifically.
Yes, I have it here. Oh my days, I lost my place. Where is she?
Because for that one, and then they go into Best Voice Actor for the English, which I can see. Do we have the voice actors, or do I
Yes,
just
but-
say the
Yeah, I got it right here. Best voice actor for the Japanese.
for Japanese? Right, who are the
I got
nominees
you.
there?
The nominees were the Apothecary Diaries, Aoki as Momao.
Okay.
I think I said that correctly. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, Atsumi
you go.
Tanazaki for Frieren, Brave Bang Braven, Kenshi Zumaru as Braven,
Okay.
Dandandan Shiu Wakayama as Momo. Then we have Sayaka Simbangi as Marcella Dante Delicious in the Dungeon, and then Natsuyaki Hano as Okarun Dandandan.
Dude, Dandandan looks like
They got
was
two
one
of them.
Dandandan was like looks like it's like one of the most fire animes of the year,
Dandandan
bro.
was fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, son. Like, I love how like each episode they like mimic like something from anime. Remember when at the scene with the Godzilla in the water,
Yeah.
and then when they were naked and running there, and she came around and she. You feel me?
right.
Titan run.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that.
Like,
I just thought Dandandan had so many weird tropes.
Yeah.
It just had so many weird tropes.
That first
you know?
episode was it the first episode?
With the
That
robot.
with the
Yeah.
they made
Yeah.
a splash with that.
Right, dude.
They knew how-
Hit him with one of these.
That shit caught the internet by storm, bro.
But
And then Turbo Granny wanted his banana. You know what I
Right,
mean?
bro. And then do we have the next one? Oh, so no, I'm sorry.
So
For
who won? Yeah, who
Japanese,
won? Who
that
won?
was Aoyuki for Mao Mao.
Yeah.
I think that's Dandandan, right?
No, that was my bad. Yeah.
That's
She
Dandandan
for
yeah.
Momo.
Yeah, Dandandan. Okay. And then we have the voice actors for English.
The voice actor for English. You my bad. Let me not say anything. But the voice actors for English, we have AJ Beckles as Okarun, Dandadan, Alex Lee as Sung Jin Woo, Solo Leveling.
Right.
Jesse James Grill as Armin Arlett, Attack on
Ooh.
Titan season, the finale.
Of course. Well,
chapter
that was
special.
That was 2024. No, right?
It was special 2.
Oh,
Chapter
special two. Okay, they're one of the
yeah.
specials. Okay, yeah, they were releasing
Okay,
specials. Right.
then we have Frieren.
Right. I can see that as well. Of course.
Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, and Delicious in the Dungeon.
I mean, bro, for that one, damn, no, dude. I think anything from Attack on Titan should be winning voice actors, bro. The passion in Attack on Titan.
I ain't gonna lie, the one scene that got me the most like for Attack on Titan is like emotional passion. Aaron, did I do it all, Aaron?
Bro, drove his father insane.
Why won't you show me the end, Aaron? Boy,
Bro,
that boy went.
that was the best.
Bro, he should have got an Oscar.
The passion in the room,
Bro,
he was recording his
my
voice for
mom
that.
getting goosebumps thinking about that.
Insane. Yeah. But I think, Armin though.
What did he say?
What did he say? I'm trying to think. Armin had two big moments, and it was the one scene where Aaron was punching him in the face in the room.
When he was getting beat
When
up?
he was getting beat up by Aaron.
And then when he murdered everybody on the beach.
But he didn't really say anything. There, he had no. There was no.
Aaron was the one that was crying. That was like, "Damn, nigga,
And then Armin had the speech at the end. Right when they are, I guess, like already killed Aaron or whatever. His memories
or they're talking in the memories.
They're talking at the end,
and he punched him. It was like,
so I'm like, no. For that one, Sun Jin Woo won.
Of course.
Yeah, I think this is where solo leveling just. Yeah, at this point, solo leveling just starts to take over.
Yeah. And this is just season 1, because we're not even gonna act like season 2 wasn't the shit.
Anyways,
my bad.
We start moving forward, and I'm gonna prep y'all. It just starts looking bad moving forward. Because look, we go into best main character. Now keep in mind this is best main character 2024.
2024.
Run the nominees. Man.
All right, we have Frieren from Frieren Beyond Journey's End.
Of course.
Kafka Hibino. Kaiju number 8.
That's Kaiju number 8.
Let me tell you, right? If solo leveling wasn't dropped in 2024,
Look,
Kaiju number 8 would be on this thing like inundated on this list.
What else was there?
All right, we have Dandandan Okaroon,
Okay.
Mao Mao, the Apothecary Diaries, Momo Dandandan, and my boy Sun Jin Woo, solo leveling, season 1.
Yeah, man. I mean, for this one, bro, best main character 2024. I mean, Sun Jin Woo takes it.
My boy.
It's all the aura farming. But I do want to throw out there that, yes, bro, Kaiju number 8 should have taken that because my man was a dog.
You feel me? In his 30s or 40s, was it 40s?
In his 30s or something like that,
30s,
bro.
you feel me?
Joining
Nobody
late,
believed him, you
man,
feel me?
My man got the power.
Saving everybody.
Bro.
You feel me?
And he didn't even care about... he didn't even care about... I liked how that anime did the reveal. Like, when he transformed, everybody was kind of like, well, I'm glad he's on our side.
Yeah.
They usually turn on the main character at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
But they realized, bro, he been there saving them the whole time.
On Aaron in Attack on Titan.
Oh, yeah.
I love how here they kind of like, we kind of need that boy. Like, you know what I mean?
Russian Jaegers, boy.
What are you gonna say?
That's called.
I feel like you can't compare them though, low key, because no one turned on Aaron in season 1 when they first. I mean, like that initial shock.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
But they were all initially shocked. But then they thought they got
thought
to go
about
home, think about it. They were like, "Damn, we need that nigga though."
In Attack on Titan, I think it was just such a.
You know who was shocked in a different way? That with Belthar and Raynor. And that was shocked in a different way. They was
bro. And that's a topic we're gonna dive into in a different video.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan has had so much to go on, but best main character 2024 that definitely goes to Sun Jin Woo, solo leveling, and the next one goes into best new series.
I ain't gonna lie, we might as well give it up to him already.
Look, best new series, solo leveling. It gets so bad.
Another one.
But it does start switching up when you get into best isekai anime.
Oh, yeah. Best isekai, on that one, it's either God's Blessing on This Wonderful World.
Okay.
I think 3, so maybe season 3.
Right.
Mashoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. ReZero.
Love it.
Let me see. Yeah, ReZero. And let me see here. Shangri-La Frontier, Suicide Squad, Isekai. Phenomenal. HBO, I'm telling you, HBO, man, got some bangers. HBO. Suicide Squad, bro, Isekai.
Shangri-La Frontier is some hot shit, bro.
Yeah.
It is fire. It starts off a little slow. You got to get into the whole weird bird head thing for me. And then it goes into this whole lots of like rabbits and bunnies on screen.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird for me. Because I was like, okay, it was cool at first, and it got too much about the rabbits in the bunny land. But I think everything after that, bro, they say it's fire, bro.
So just get
You just gotta
beyond
get through
the rabbits and the bunnies.
All right,
and
it just gets
That's
fire.
that's where I'm
Gotcha.
stuck at right now.
I'm telling you.
That's why I put it down.
And then I want to say the last one on that list was the time I got reincarnated as a slime season 3.
That's goated. That's always
trash.
goated.
I'm not.
Oh, the season. Oh,
season 3 was
specifically.
trash.
Yeah,
horrendous.
I fell off after a while. So I
Disgusting.
think after season 2, I kind
I
of.
put that on the list.
That was one of my favorites.
for Farmland Saga. I mean Vinland Saga.
You're wrong for that.
and the Promised Shitland. I mean Promised Neverland. I'm
You're
sorry.
crazy.
Season 2. Many.
So look,
Sorry,
the best isekai was ReZero. I didn't watch ReZero. Did you guys watch ReZero?
I watched a little bit of season 1.
I watched all of season 1, part of season 2. Season 1 was
gas?
Intense.
dark. That shit was
bunnies.
that shit.
The bunny. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Animes is doing a lot of things with bunnies as of late. Well, when my man what's his name? When Toji was out there with the bunnies
with
like
the bunnies,
this.
Yeah, that was fire.
You know what I mean?
And that was
Yeah,
fire.
they be.
So ReZero won best isekai, and then we would skip into best comedy.
Yeah, so
after that.
I feel like we might as well throw it out there, man. That best comedy, man.
Oh,
Mashle.
Mashle? Yeah, of course.
Mashle.
Of course.
If
bro.
they weren't gonna win best opening song,
yeah, they had to win something.
if they're not winning best opening song,
yeah, they had to win something.
It's definitely.
But like I said, they definitely should have won with the whole bing bum bum
Bing,
bing
bum,
bum.
bum,
Yeah, they
bing,
should have
bum,
won.
bum,
They should have won
bing,
everything
bum.
just off
Bro.
that, bro. I've never seen an anime trend like that. Like, sure, great fights, but they trended off a song.
Americans.
You got Americans doing, yeah, bro. That was fire.
I didn't like Mashle.
You didn't like?
I couldn't get into it.
It's like a spoof anime.
Yeah, it's one of those
making fun of.
So sorry.
What was that one Psycho something like that with the he got the little horns with the
Same
pink
thing like
balls?
psychic or whatever. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah,
Psychopath 100, something like that. Bro.
No.
Psychopath is amazing.
It's something else.
Are you talking Mob Psycho 100?
No.
Oh,
I know you're talking about
Psychopath
with the pink
is
hair
phenomenal.
guy.
Watch it. Psychopath.
Yeah.
Hey, put it up in the video.
Best drama?
And then best drama goes to Freerun here.
Makes sense.
Which makes sense once again.
Yeah,
I think Freerun is phenomenal, and it takes a different take on anime just because it starts at the end of the anime.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of
That's
falls her.
different. I like that.
Then you see all the other party members or whatever.
Yeah.
Now they're now old, like the hero guy.
Yeah.
The dwarf is still young because dwarves and elves not gonna age. You know what I mean? So I think that was done phenomenally, bro. And then we start getting into things like best action. Best action. This is where it starts getting crazy here. Who are the nominees for best action?
All right. So for best action, we have Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War.
What? Oh, that's fire.
The Conflict.
Fire.
We
Fire.
have Dandandan.
Okay,
I
fire.
don't think he should be on
Best
the list of Bleach
action?
1,000
Not
Year
with Bleach.
Blood
Yeah,
War.
not with the Blood War, bro. The Blood War is turned
They
up.
got Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Hashira training arc,
No.
and the only action that they
the last
are-
episode.
was when they pulled up on that man Mujin. Well, when they pulled up on Mujin and he did the whole healing head thing, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's the only, and the fire on the house. That's the only thing.
And then there was some swinging back and forth. And all the
Oh,
episodes
with the wind, with the
three
serpent,
Hashiras.
yeah.
That was kind of
That was
cold.
sick. That was
But
sick.
that was yeah.
And the first episode.
I just think they.
Oh yeah, it started.
They
off.
when they was moving through the castle,
That was cool.
taking all the
What else was up on that? Because I don't think that season should take it.
Kaiju number 8.
Fire. We're talking about best
Fire.
action too.
Kaiju
It was
number
action
8, bro.
The entire way.
Yeah,
through.
son.
Come on.
From Jump, fam.
Fire.
Solo leveling
That's gonna be on every list at this point. That's
and
gonna be on-
Windbreaker.
Windbreaker. Did
I
you
ain't
watch
gonna lie,
that?
man. Windbreaker.
I put you onto the Windbreaker
You did,
recently. Yeah, I was
Windbreaker
trying to
is
tell you
by
about
far
it.
better than Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
what
it's one of
Tokyo
those.
Revenger was supposed to be.
What
it's
what
one
it
of those.
should have been.
What
Not
should
supposed
have,
to be.
yeah,
I
should
got
have
you.
been.
Okay.
Yeah.
But of course, I mean, with solo leveling.
Yeah, my dog.
Solo
This
leveling
is
at this
just only
point.
season 1.
Yeah, solo leveling at this
Like
point.
season 2 ain't come here with heat. Like
some-
he didn't put numbers on the board.
Yeah, and then solo leveling is just an action anime.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not even about the adventure. It's not even about the characters. We don't know any of the characters' names. You know what I mean? Everyone's name is.
What do you mean?
Is Huang,
What do you mean? What do you
Huang
mean?
We've
Dong.
already been over this. You're the only person that knows. You're the
That
only
man said
person.
Gold Gun Heat.
If
you
you
know-
know, if you know more than 5 characters' names,
True.
and you
Shoot 'em in
can't
the
say
comments.
you can't say the Shadow's name.
and you can't say the shadows.
You can't say Tusk.
Hunter Chahe.
Hunter
Chahe.
Chahe, we know her.
You feel me?
We know her. We know Jinwoo.
Then
That's
you
about
have
it for me.
because
Because Huang Dong Soon
Jinho.
it started for me.
Jinho,
bro.
you
Yeah,
know what I'm
Jinho is
saying?
homeboy. Yeah.
come on.
I give it to you, but bro, it's not a Japanese anime though. It's Korean, right? Or is it?
It's it's Korean
Because it's a manhwa.
It's a manhwa. Yeah,
it's a manhwa.
Korea. Yeah,
Right.
Korean,
So
yeah.
bro, them names.
Come on, it's
Nope. Jinwoo.
Come on,
Jinwoo.
You know what I mean?
Then you get into best animation.
Let's see who's
Best animation. Best animation.
So we got Dandandan,
Right.
Delicious in the Dungeon,
Okay.
Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no. I think they won. I'm not even. I mean, I'm gonna read the rest of it, but
Yeah,
based off animation
I mean,
on that
anime,
last
they
seed,
always do it.
that
Every
last
year.
seed family.
I think they win that every year anyway.
You feel me? Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling. I don't think Solo Leveling season 1 had anything.
Animation? No, bro. You'd win
Not
action,
until season 2.
No, not until season 2. Frieren, same thing. It's not an action anime. It just has action moments.
But this is just best animation.
Right. Who do you guys think should take this?
What do you mean?
Me personally.
It doesn't. There's no who do you think?
Right.
Out of anything that I name,
right.
There's only one particular anime that
Should
stood out beyond
One Piece. They should give that shit to fucking One Piece every year.
What did he say?
What did he say? Exactly.
You're looking at the wrong nigga.
Bro.
Pull out the pillow.
Bro. What? Bro, last year
You
was
gotta
Gear
flip
5.
the
Wasn't it?
wrong side. That's what you get.
Wasn't last year Gear 5? Wasn't last year Zoro versus King?
Sir, you said best animation.
Animation.
Best animation.
One Piece.
So we not gonna act like that scene when they blew up the cat.
But you can't give it.
We're not
you
gonna
can't
act like
give it
that
a
didn't look
6 seconds,
real.
But you can't give a 6-second scene. Animation of the year. Come on.
What do you mean?
Come on. Look, I'm
6 seconds is part of the anime.
Spoil it, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. Demon Slayer won animation of the
Because
year.
it was, bro. Did you see,
Bro,
what I saw?
Was it
within
2020?
that? And they wouldn't even, bro. They slow motioned it. It was like,
bro.
15 seconds.
Bro,
Yeah.
they did slow motion.
Yeah.
Bro, One Piece was dropping Zoro versus King, bro.
Beautiful.
One Piece was dropping Gear 5.
I give it to you. I think the Zoro versus King was better than
I don't even
That
know.
alone
was
was gorgeous.
And even if you want to go back, bro, like we were talking about when they first dropped on Egghead,
Zoro versus what's his name?
the Seraphims.
No, not even that. We're just even in Wano.
Right.
Zoro versus the other guy's lieutenant. What's his name? Kid's lieutenant.
I don't think that was 24.
That was the site.
That might be too far back. I think 24 would have probably only uncapped.
But listen,
like
in
Gear
that
5 stuff, like
in that explosion, you seen every single tile on the roof,
bro,
like
for 15
like
seconds,
spread
bro.
out, bro.
We're giving a 15-second clip,
Son,
bro.
My boy.
I ain't gonna lie to you, it was done very well, but bro, come on, man. They only had to do
that
one thing.
15 seconds was better quality, and it looked.
Be careful what you say next.
right. Be
careful what you say next.
Because you'll get flamed in these comments. In the comments,
that's fine. Let them flame me.
That 15 seconds was better
than everything that I see in One Piece up until.
Oh my lord!
You heard me. You heard me. Bro. That 15 seconds,
bro.
Fam.
Anyways,
that's 15 seconds, fam.
Crazy.
Demon Slayer.
I'm done.
Demon Slayer won that one.
They won it.
But we're gonna just keep moving, because then it goes to best continuing series. Once again, which should go to One Piece. I don't know why One Piece doesn't get this every year. What do you mean at this point,
bro?
Bro,
so Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War.
Okay, that should get it.
Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Hashira Training Arc,
My
Hero Academia.
And it's
only the arc. Yeah, it's only that arc.
And it's
wait, you said
My Hero Academia season 7.
Shit, yeah.
And
they're more deserving of it.
Yeah, One Piece.
One Piece was on the list.
Season 2, of course.
One Piece was on this list,
Yeah.
and they didn't
Spy
win.
Family season 2. Spy times Family. I don't know why that's on there.
But
no, they have a beehive. They got the
family.
beehive. Spy X Family. I'm sorry.
They do have a beehive around that anime.
I'm sorry.
It wins a lot of stuff for like comedy. It wins
It's given
opening.
for
it
that.
wins
It's
plot,
given.
director.
What's that one show that came out with the assassin that's on? With the assassin.
Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto Days. It's giving Sakamoto
Yeah,
Days.
it does.
Sakamoto Days
It
is giving that. For
that, yeah, but I will say that that's a classic.
I won't lie. It did go to Demon Slayer.
Demon
and
Slayer
I don't think it
shouldn't
deserved
deserve.
I don't.
And if we're talking about just that arc, bro, that
that
training
arc,
arc, which had no content,
just
the training, and then the moves on at the end, like
I don't like it.
What?
That
It beat out One Piece.
Fam? That's
One
yeah,
Piece,
season 7 of even My
Season
Hero, yeah.
7?
That's what he started using
My
gear shift,
Hero,
bro.
everything.
Like, yeah, bro.
With Nagant, Lady Nagant with the bullet. Woke
Yeah,
came out here with the Fajin. You feel me?
bro,
You feel me?
man.
Vigilante. That's the first time we seen Vigilante Deku,
Bro.
son. My man,
No, we might have been going. You might be going a little too far. Vigilante would that be
Vigilante Deku was 2024. That was
24?
season 7. They bought him back. No, that was season 6.
Season 7
they
is
bought
the
him back.
fight. Is
The
the
fight
war with
was fighting
Shigaraki. Season 7 started Stars and Stripes. The war with Shigaraki. So it would have been
Stars and Stripes was after Vigilante. Yeah,
it was after Vigilante. Yeah.
Season 6
so then,
ended with
season 7 would be
when they all broke out late in the game.
It would be Bakugo getting injured and they had to stitch his heart back up. It would be Mirio tooting it up on Buddy.
That's why it didn't win for me.
Tooting it up on Buddy. That's why I didn't win.
That's why I didn't win for me.
We don't talk
about that, bro.
We don't talk about
they're
that.
mad because I always said Mirio.
I'm not mad. No.
I've been advocating for Mirio being terrible the whole way through since 2018.
But you know what? I respect Shigaraki, fam, because that's what phased them. It would have phased me too.
Yeah, I mean, bro, the same thing phased Kaguya.
Yeah, man. Shigaraki is a Rasta, you know.
Yeah, bro, he's phased. Yeah, bro. And then you go into the big one, which the big one is Anime of the Year. So big drum roll here for this one, bro.
I gotta go over the list of names for that one.
Yeah, definitely. Anime of the Year is the big one. Yeah.
The Apothecary Diaries.
Right.
Kaiju number 8.
Deserving.
Free Wind Beyond Journey.
Deserving.
Delicious in Dungeon.
Didn't see it.
Dandandan.
Deserving. It had a big fan base.
No. And GOAT leveling. I mean solo leveling.
Of course.
Who did it go to?
Well, solo leveling won that one. Solo leveling won that one. And I mean, I could see it. Season 1, big following, big fan base.
Man.
People have been waiting on it for years. Yeah, I can see it. I'm definitely not upset about Anime of the Year. I just think that, bro, solo leveling, like, because I read it, I guess it's taken from like a you've never read it standpoint. Like if you've never read solo leveling, you're just an anime watcher, greatest thing ever. Bro, if you read it and you watch the anime, it's a downgrade from reading it. The manga was so much better.
I do not think so.
You don't think so?
I would say the difference between the anime and the manga, it is because the manga, y'all need to definitely read the manga. Like, you feel me? Jinwoo in the manga is darkness himself. You feel me? He was born in it. You feel me? Raised by it. You feel me? The Jinwoo from the anime merely adopted the darkness.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
So, all that to say, when you read the manga, like they made Jinwoo like the aura is like real. Like his outfit is black. Like you don't see like the lines in the suit or nothing. It's straight black and it's still in depth. You can still see the you feel me, the detail. And then you feel me, like when they had Beru on the screen, the aura, the darkness off of him. I understand with the anime, you can't put black on anime. You feel me? It would be too dark. You know what I'm saying? Can't put black on black. But they could do it with the manga. You know what I mean? The fight where Jinwoo in season 1 fought the assassin. Was it season 1 or that was season 2?
That was season 1.
Season 1. Yeah. When he fought the assassin to get the purple hair guy. Yeah. In the manga, as you're scrolling, you literally they're moving on the paper as you're scrolling. They're moving down, so they really know how to like help you visualize that fight. Like it felt like I was watching it while reading it.
Felt like I was there.
Oh my days!
You know what I mean, bro?
I was with the cameraman,
right behind the cameraman.
Right behind the cameraman.
Felt like I was watching the shooting exams in Naruto. I was up on them rafters, boy, looking down, talking about some. He just dropped them weights.
Did he? Right. Those weights?
Those weights, right.
Does he think he's Goku?
Right.
But who do you think he is, Piccolo?
I mean, but I mean, bro, I mean, the anime list this year, dude, honestly, for me, bro, the anime of the year, or anime awards for Crunchyroll, for some reason, just been going downhill for me. Just because I feel like great animes get robbed every year.
But you can't keep giving it to One Piece every single year.
Why not? They give it to Demon Slayer every year for the same thing every single year. Demon Slayer's been winning best animations for the past 3 to 4 years.
I'll get you, bro. Did you see the scene where Muzan was playing with his chemical sets?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah. The opening scene for season 2 was one of the most best animated things I've ever seen, bro.
Bro, the world went crazy.
Yeah, that was insane, and that was like a freaking 20-minute scene.
You feel me?
Yeah,
you got to see all the demon
That was the
moves,
demon. That was the demon meeting.
Bro, come on.
That was fire.
Come
That
on.
was fire. Well,
They deserve it.
That was how do you guys feel about this year's 2025
One
anime?
Piece was robbed.
One Piece was robbed every year. They didn't give One Piece a single thing.
Yeah, no.
They gave a
They're
nomination.
disrespecting this man's hard work. What's the animator's name? No, the animators, the head animator.
Mappa?
No, yeah, I don't. Who is doing One Piece? Toei? Is it Toei Animation?
It's
Toei
one guy
Toei
in particular that came in when they started doing Gear 5.
Yeah.
The name is missing me right now.
We'll add it.
It's
We'll add it
slipping
up
me.
here.
But
Somewhere. Like right. You know what I'm saying?
this man has been working hard on this Gear 5, man, since Wano. Working hard on this Gear 5, and people are talking about it's over animated.
Would it be Masami Mori?
I think that's it.
Masami Mori,
Yeah.
right? He's done a lot of the work for Gear 5.
He's pretty much came in since Wano, from the beginning of Gear 5.
Right.
And he's been putting his heart and soul into it, and people are saying it's over animated. Like on Egghead, they're trying to say the Kizaru.
The sound effects weren't
Luffy,
great.
Yeah, it's over animated.
Like, come on, bro.
Over animated.
No,
He's fighting a guy made of light.
Yeah,
bro.
I thought that
What
was
do
dope.
you think
Bro,
it was gonna look like?
The 6 months was worth it, bro. I think One Piece is one of the best.
What fight
animated.
you thought was better? That fight or Julius versus
Well, I'm gonna say
The light, 'cause it was light,
I'm gonna have to say the
light
Julius fight
versus
because that
the-
fight
the
ended. Like it played out, it ended. It was a battle. The One Piece fights are so hard for me because like unless it's a Zoro versus King where it's one fight, it's just spaced out so much, bro. It's hard to really judge those fights.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure if you just watch the Kaido versus Luffy straight through, it's probably gonna be the greatest thing ever.
I ain't gonna lie,
But it's just split up between so many weeks.
I gotta get to that man Kaido, fam. That man Kaido fought the what's they call the Farmalies. Not Farm, wrong show.
The worst
The
generation.
Farmalies is from Magi. He
worst.
fought the cat, the Sulongs.
Yeah, the Sulongs,
He fought
yeah.
the Sulongs, fought the samurai. He was fighting Luffy from
For
the
like
beginning
3
of the
days.
Yeah. That man, all of my life I had to fight.
So
Cole was fighting.
So
and fighting.
So we all agree
Fighting.
that they rob One Piece every year.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I
So-
agree to disagree.
Well, hey man, look, that was a good one. Like I said, another year
Solo
of
Leveling deserved what it deserved.
Solo Leveling won everything this year. I mean, and from what I could tell, next year we're going to see some differences because we're going to get things like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball always does well in these. Of course, just off a big fan base, and I'm surprised. Do you know what we didn't see? What Wistoria won and Shield?
Wistoria,
Which was such a good anime.
and Shield
I guess
was
it didn't kick
raw.
off. I guess it didn't kick off.
It was the scene
loved
when
it.
he was fighting the ice buddy,
The
and
clone-
he
the
had all the
clones?
clones,
Man,
and he
that
was
was so
running through the clones.
That was so fire, bro. Yeah, they definitely deserve better there. Right. Well, hey man, like I said, as long as we're all in agreement that they're all being robbed. But like I said, this was a good year, and I think that's pretty much it for this segment on the 2025 Anime Awards. Awesome. Clap it up for him. Clap it up for him. Crunchyroll is doing big things. On to the next.
And for our next topic, ladies and gentlemen, we have who has the most aura.
Ooh, aura farming.
All
Here
right.
we go.
And for the contestants, we have first up to the plate, Big Brother Aizen
Aizen, from Bleach, yeah.
from Bleach.
Top contender.
Then we have Hesconor.
Seven Deadly Sins.
Right.
And then
Top
we have Gojo,
top contender.
you know,
there.
Jujutsu
Jujutsu
Kaisen,
Fire.
and the grandfather of aura,
Piccolo.
Piccolo.
Yeah.
Dragon
Boys
Ball
the
Z.
grandfather.
Yeah. Had a pause for dramatic. You know,
Nah, that's fire.
So we see his favorite.
Favorite already.
Already.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but anyways.
Okay,
so-
I'm gonna let y'all.
Directly get into it.
I'm gonna let y'all
Who
go
do you
first.
have?
Well, who do you have first? Go ahead, Honcho.
Shit.
You want us to come back to
I mean,
It's a four.
to be honest with you,
this one's a 4-man
if
too. So
we're gonna talk about it, I think I gotta go Gojo, just because.
Okay, top contender.
His whole universe shifted.
Right.
When he was born. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like cursed spirits, they went back into hiding. Other cursed users went and ducked off, and every time any ability is talked about in the show, whether it be someone is the fastest sorcerer alive, except for Satoru Gojo.
You're only the best next to Gojo.
They hit you with the no one can store as much cursed energy except for Satoru Gojo.
So you say his lore was equivalent to John Wick in that season?
That
first John Wick movie,
bro. They talked about him like how Madara talked about the first Hokage, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You weave great hand signs, but when I knew the first Hokage, his hand signs were like he's the first Hokage to use no hand signs. Yeah, bro.
You know, like I think I gotta go Gojo just because like the whole anime shifted in his favor. He's the gold standard for everything in his
JJK,
show.
You already know Piccolo, and the only reason why I say Piccolo because Piccolo, like all these other characters, are strong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're top dogs in their own respective, in the fights.
Right.
Piccolo wasn't even strong. You know, he beyond
Namek,
you feel me? Beyond he wasn't whooping nobody for real. You know what I'm saying? He would come in there fight, but he would still show up and show out like he was the dog. Like he was he was the last person to fight if you beat everybody else.
The one thing I'm gonna give
when Cell blew up, my man stood there, whoa.
Oh yeah, right in front of him like this.
Gohan was like, if you not moving, Piccolo, I'm not moving.
Bro, the one thing I'll give Piccolo is, bro, Piccolo definitely shows up at the right moment.
Bro.
Like when Piccolo fused with Nail on Namek and showed up to help them boys fight Frieza, they were getting whooped by Frieza. Frieza just went transformation, hit him with the now I'm over 1 million. That boy Vegeta was shook in his boots. It was like, damn, I damn probably Vegeta was over there like I probably shouldn't have asked him to transform 5 minutes ago. Piccolo showed up, was whooping him in his first form.
You think he would have learned when Cell came around? My bad, continue.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, bro, even that, like, bro, Piccolo showed up at the right time when Broly came at Frieza. I don't think Piccolo struggled against his Cell Jr. that much as the rest of them boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was all getting whooped by the Cell Juniors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. You can't be an oil farmer and lose. You can't.
He got whooped by that Cell Jr.
That nigga clean though. He's clean though.
Exactly.
He's clean though.
That's why he deserved to be on the list because he's on the list.
The Wind is a paid actor.
The Wind strong fighter in his anime. You know what I mean?
The Wind in his cape is a paid actor. Every time his cape be whooshing in the road.
That
in every
a paid actor. A paid actor is fine.
Like you said, Broly fight. He's standing up top.
Bro, he was just standing there looking at him.
Peering down like he's Batman.
But at the same time, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Aura farming for sure. But when you see Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan up just getting whooped, you must be standing looking like, but they got this. He was in there like, I'm gonna give 5 more minutes. They usually come back around with the
Bro,
like,
and you know what? Piccolo ain't look phased at all.
Yeah, but bro,
you know he was quaking in his boots, sweating.
But bro, just think about it.
Farmer quake.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Broly was whooping up on 3 Super Saiyans in that exact moment when Piccolo was up there standing on that thing. So I'm sitting there like, come on, was he aura forming or was he really contemplating? Like, damn, I can't
leave.
Bro,
I'm a Z fighter.
3 Super Saiyans, bro. Like,
I'm not going down there. They want me to go down
there. Yeah. I mean, look. Before you say yours,
scope the scenery out.
I kind of want to
scope the scene out, bro. Let me drive around the block twice and come back around before I do something.
See, them boys still fading. You know?
Whoa, cameraman, don't pan up on me yet. Hold on. Let me just.
That boy, wait. See, Piccolo be trying to wait for the perfect time to third party. You feel me?
Right.
You can't third party too early, then you get dropped off for real.
That is
you know
true.
What I'm saying?
That is an art form to third party.
Yeah. Third party. You know what I'm saying? You got it right on time.
Look, Piccolo is definitely cool, bro. I just think like one, he's just gotten killed too many times, and then the second time too, like Bro, he'll join the fight and doesn't change the fight.
Don't change
the fight.
But
Like,
listen, but
you got about 7 less grunts you gotta worry about.
I will give
fashion,
him the Dragon Ball Superheroes movie because that was his movie with Gohan.
Yeah.
He showed out in that movie. The transformation was fire.
From now on, he's
Fire Orange Piccolo, bro. But bro, for me personally,
wait. I wanted to say something before you
go
say
ahead.
it.
No, go ahead.
I did want to say an honorable mention.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think an honorable mention is due. I want to say King from One Punch Man.
Who?
King from One Punch Man.
With the King engine?
King
Engine, son! Or farming has to...
Shout out King!
Or farming has to do... It has to be backed by something.
He is! He's backed by Saitama!
But you can't... I can't because look...
Come on!
Because look, if we're talking about or farmers, I can't put King on the same level as King. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be able to change.
Let me tell you.
You gotta change shit when you show up, bro.
Let me tell you.
Gojo, you know what I mean? Escanor,
the lore behind King, fam, goes so crazy.
Yeah,
they pull
accidentally bails him out of everything.
But here it's the lore, right? Exactly, it's the lore. What it is. But that scene when all the S-Class pulled up, like, yo, let's go get him, let's go fight.
That sound I hear, you call it the King engine, correct?
wasn't doing
Am I to assume its advancing rhythm means you're ready to fight?
If my innocence is under suspicion, then I am left with no choice in the matter.
And it was like, and all of a sudden they're hearing music in their ear. Is that the sound of the King engine?
That's
the sound of his bitch ass heart beating, son. Out his chest.
I love
that nigga heart was beating. The niggas back off.
I'm not gonna say he's not an aura farmer, but nah, bro. I can't put him on the list next to
Escanor,
Escanor.
son.
He's definitely not an honorable mention for me, bro.
Bro, that man
Can't even be an honorable mention.
What you mean?
In my opinion,
aura was given to him,
bro. In my opinion, guys, I think. Look, yes, bro. I think Escanor deserves a lot of respect just because if we're talking about being able to change the game, change the fight, make a difference. I'm bringing Escanor all day, preferably at about 11:42 p.m. We should about 11:42 square for 18 minutes, and then I'm gonna just be like, all right, dog. Dog. Yeah. But I got.
What time is it?
I have to give it to Aizen for sure, bro, as top aura farmer, just because, like, of course, revolutionary villain. Right? Revolutionary villain.
Yeah, well,
one of the top 3 big bads in all of anime villainy.
Did we put him on the list in our villain list?
I don't believe so. But I think
You did.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say because he got robbed.
I think Aizen is a sucky villain.
Actually, go watch the last podcast, by the way.
Definitely check out the last podcast. We did.
Watch it. Go ahead.
I think Aizen's a sucky bad guy. Like, because no one showed up dead. Like, from none of his plans. No one showed up dead. The visors didn't die. They just got exiled. Like, but it's a whole different topic. Bro, I think he's a sucky bad guy. You gotta kill somebody, bro. Yeah. If you're gonna be a bad guy, you gotta kill somebody. Let's be honest. But that's a whole different topic. But as an aura farmer, bro, because look at it like this, right?
No, he did.
Every time Aizen was on,
back now, right?
He only killed his people.
His own nigga. Who would expect it? So boom.
That's that Muzan shit.
Right. I think he's a bad guy too.
Name me a demon slayer that Muzan killed, please. Anybody, please. Name me one demon slayer that you see him kill.
Not even
he's killed a whole lot of demons.
I'm gonna give you a bumper club button, son.
He's killed a whole lot of demons.
Right.
Name me one demon slayer he's killed.
But what do you think about Aizen? I respect Aizen, bro, just because every time Aizen was on screen, and I got Aizen and Eren on the same level as, like, every time they're on screen, they just tell you what they be about. From the first moment they showed Aizen, he came out there when he after Ichigo fought Byakuya, and Aizen double crossed everybody right afterwards, right? He showed up with his homeboys like, yeah, these are all my plans. I've been scheming. Next time you see him, bro, like, was when after Waco Mundo, when all the captains jumped him, he came out there with yes, I know you've been expecting me. There's all my plans. Bro,
he's had one Louise.
Bro, he's always
Ichigo's
Bro, when the Vizards figured out his play. Yes, these are my advisory plans. Like, bro, he's on screen. He's admitting to shit.
It was all me.
It was all me.
It was all me.
Because he knows I'm gonna get away with it.
Yeah.
Bro. And it's to the point where even after they beat him, and you pulled up on him, or you pulled up on him, but it was like, yeah, no, I just went to go have a 5-minute conversation with Eisen. Nigga, you was in there for 45 minutes. Like, hold on, Nani? Bro. And that nigga was all predetermined. And that nigga, we know about him. He runs shit, bro. Is a different breed of villain, bro. He come through, killed everybody. He has killed every single motherfucker, bro. And for him to literally go in there was like, now what you mean it was 5 minutes? All these niggas was like, nah, bro. We was out here waiting for y'all. We wouldn't have got wings, bro. We because, like, you know what I mean, like, bro. And then
we was about to come in there after you
to still just be sitting in the chair. And even if you saw the last part when all the black stuff fell out the sky, bro, and he didn't even move. He just, we got to go. This
nigga was still bound to his chair.
Bro, bound to the chair, bro. Just sending out imagery protections.
He could do all that,
bro.
Without moving at all. Bro. They didn't even want to unlock his chair because they was like, damn.
I'll give it to you because, yo, that final Getsuga Tensho form, Ichigo, son, when he pulled up there with the 2-year training and whatever, son, was cold. I thought he was dropping off everybody, Only beat him enough to seal him.
Yeah, you know what I'm about to say, bro.
Only beat him. I
got gripes about that final Getsuga Tensho Ichigo bullshit, bro. But that's a whole different.
I've given up all of my powers, like everything I have,
like what?
To merge with my sword,
like, bro,
to use it one time.
Bro, this doesn't make no sense. No. Eisen has been plotting this.
This isn't spirit energy, sir. No. I just benched 2 sons, and I'm gonna
no, bro. Bro, Eisen has been plotting this for 1,000 years, bro. When Eisen, bro, his hair was shorter, bro. And Soul Reapers don't even age. That nigga just looked younger, bro, and all type of shit. Yeah. And it's the fact that, like, he put all this together, dog. He pretty much made Ichigo, right?
And Ichigo's not a good main character.
Not a good main character. And I think he just got bullshit. I think they did the same thing with Eisen that they did with Madara, where I think the writers put him too far up on a scale to where we just got to just end him now. Because if we just keep letting this character evolve more, it's going to get bad.
I rewatched Bleach,
he already had the powers of the soul.
The more I watched it, dog,
he already had the powers of the soul when he took the
whole Gyoku.
The whole Gyoku.
Yeah, he was.
Once he absorbed that, they were talking about he's the Soul King.
Yeah, he was done.
It was over. That's the top. That's where we're at right now.
And I'm talking
in the 1,000-year Blood War.
I honestly just believe, like, the 1,000-year Blood War is being filmed beautifully. The fights, everything's dope. You know what I'm saying? We're getting everything that we want. Bleach, like, as a wow factor, as like when you first watch it, was gangster. You feel me? The Kenpachi, you feel me? Everything. But like as an adult, when I rewatch it, I just realized, like, yo, my man Ichigo was getting his ass whooped
the whole way
consistently,
through. Bro, Ichigo and Naruto got a similar upbringing, bro. Just getting whooped in every fight, and then just pull out the biggest ass pull ever.
You feel me? And pull out, like, bro, my man trains with Squad Zero,
bro.
Gets 2 swords, finds out his true purpose.
Brother.
His mother's a Quincy, his father's a Soul Reaper.
This nigga was
and then just gets clipped off before he could even use the shit.
Right.
By you what?
Nah, bro. You gotta really, you gotta really think. You gotta really think about this. Right?
I just hate that, bro. And how many times he gonna lose his ability? Well,
Ichigo, he was literally bred from the beginning of the show to win.
Right.
My thing is, he's never had to train for longer than like 3
before
days.
the fight. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
it's always.
And Soul Reaper's been fighting all their life. Went to school.
He's
for years.
always just as strong as he needs to be. He'll disappear. Like even
Bankai.
And then you find out now, he was playing with his hands tied behind his back the whole time because his Bankai is actually
not even his Bankai.
Yeah, it's his Quincy power.
Right. Crazy work.
Crazy work. So you're telling me, even he if he had known what his Bankai really was from season 1, he would have already scaled higher than
The head captain.
Squad 0.
right.
If he had just
From
known what his
season
Bankai
1, bro.
was from season 1,
Straight
he would have
bullshit.
scaled higher than all of the court guards.
And I think that's what everybody hates about Bleach, bro. It's the fact that, like you said, he trains for like a day. I've been practicing this Bankai for 48 hours.
Man, people be practicing for their life.
But the one thing, the thing I don't like about characters like Ichigo is because I think Ichigo has that Naruto effect for me, where like, okay, boom, look at Naruto's first. What was Naruto's first victory? It was against Haku on that bridge. My nigga, Haku was the greatest.
Nah, it was against
Mizuki?
the other
the
other leaf ninja.
Right.
That stole the
Mizuki, right.
scroll.
Well, I meant like when you get into the story, right? Now he's on a ninja mission. He's with the team. Yeah. It was Haku. Bro, Haku was said to have been the greatest prodigy legend of all the lands, bro. Was the first nigga we see come out there talking about some one-hand sign jutsus. Was speed blitzing a Sharingan user. Naruto cracked it one time. Boom, ice breaks. He's done. I'm like, what just happened? Bro, he had the greatest ice mirrors jutsu we've ever seen.
But he had the demon flop.
That's what I'm saying, bro. For me,
he
all
had
that
the
stuff,
demon
bro, is
flop.
ass pull, bro.
I don't think it's the same, only because Naruto, his shit is built in. Everyone knows that if that fox gets out, that's wiping villages.
I can give you that.
From the very, very, very beginning.
I can give you that.
You feel me?
Right.
And it's only he can only ever bring out just as much as necessary, I think,
to win every fight that he needs.
For that moment. But
he fought Pain.
Bro, when he fought,
the six tails comes out to fight Pain.
The
four tails comes out to fight Orochimaru. The tails came out to fight Sasuke. Bro, that stuff to me, it just got to the point where I'm like, here it comes.
But even when he does it now, though, he's dealing with threats that are more than one beast's worth of energy.
Right, which I can appreciate that they're
But he was always meant to be fighting Hokage level threats.
Right.
With how much chakra he had. They always talked about his chakra reserves. Even without the 9 tails, his chakra reserves are on another scale.
As many clones if he didn't have the 9 tails?
Yeah, because of the Uzumaki. His chakra reserves from the Uzumaki clan are already off the charts.
I do have one thing to throw in there though, just to at least stay on topic, because we were talking about aura farmers, right? And because we did talk about Naruto. So I say that on that list between Piccolo and Gojo and Escanor, I think it's Aizen, me personally, just because of the longevity and he ran the entire series, have so much more chances. But who do you think had more aura if you had to say Aizen or Madara? Because they were built up to be the two essentially the same kind of thing, structuring their entire anime and you know what I mean. Everything revolved around what Madara was doing. You think Madara over Aizen?
All 4 nations had to link up to stop his stand-ins. They didn't even know it. Just the mere mention of his name made villages that were fighting for years.
Right.
They were like, "Shit, man! Now we gotta link up, banding. Get the new symbol. Everybody gets a new headband."
What about the second Jonanuki? That was the craziest thing ever. Son.
But at the same time,
I do say
Madara didn't kill nobody either.
They never beat Madara.
They didn't.
Madara killed a whole lot of people.
Yeah,
none of the main characters.
And a lot of people died.
If you want to talk about it,
he fought all the Kage with a Susanoo.
He did drop off all the Hokage. It was a fluke that Orochimaru pulled up and saved Tsunade to save
everybody else.
But really and truly, they were all dying. Tsunade was split in half. She was literally cut in half. You feel me? Torso over there.
I'm really trying to think I'm really trying to double back on who this man Aizen has really killed, bro.
He hasn't killed besides his own people.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he killed his own people.
Because I'm like, dude, who died, bro? He killed Gin Ichimaru, yes. And no, they killed bro, this is crazy.
But
Madara definitely
he definitely did drop
on the list.
But he definitely
we do have to give our respects to Escanor. You know, we didn't pick Escanor.
Yeah, I didn't pick Escanor.
Escanor, Lord go hard. You know, fighting Galen.
I just think
one of the 10 commandments.
The little format. Nah, bro.
That's the hook, bro.
Honestly, if you want to talk about Escanor, it was pitch black outside, nighttime. This nigga looked at the sun. Who said that? About the sun in his dreams. To grow back to full strength, bro.
He was fire. But I just think the aura wore off after a while though, because the show just got to a point where it was above that.
The fight between him and Meliodas that was supposed to be.
I think that was his last big aura moment, and they screwed it up for him.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, if you haven't watched it by now.
Yeah. Come on, man.
But Escanor definitely died. And you feel me?
Right.
I think the way
overall girl. Yeah, but you know that was always part of his character. I'll give it to him.
But I just think, as far as longevity goes, he was dying from when we met him.
Yeah, from the power.
From the very first season.
The
power's too powerful.
They gave him the Itachi.
Use it for now.
It's more the power itself
Yeah.
that has the aura.
Right.
And anyone who gets that power
would have been just as great.
But I mean, when you get into the next season or the next series, the Four Horsemen,
which I did not watch.
Somebody
else has it?
Someone else has it.
Fire.
She has no aura. Anyway.
Damn!
she has no aura.
Damn.
Anyway.
No.
I didn't get into it.
Anyway.
She's not prideful?
Lion Sin of Pride?
You just don't take it serious. No, she is not the Lion Sin of Pride, but she has the power of the Archangel.
Yeah, to grow big?
Yeah.
Okay. Like she goes to a buff form and everything.
Still got a buff form.
Damn.
Still got no aura.
Trash. I never followed up with the next part of Seven Deadly Sins.
The graphics.
It just didn't do it for me, dude. I fell off of Netflix animes for sure. That's what did it for me. But all right, man. So what?
But we didn't. We all have a different answer. But at the end of the day, who are we giving top billing to?
No, it's not top billing. Just who has
no top billing.
Oh, billing, yeah. Like for bro, it's got to be Aizen, bro. In my opinion, bro.
I say, I still gotta stick with my original answer.
Who did you say again?
He said Gojo.
Gojo.
I
look. I'll give it to Gojo for a couple of reasons too, because Gojo was the original progenitor of the walk 'em down. He walks somebody down.
Literally into a wall.
He walks somebody down.
Literally into a wall till they splatter.
Yeah. But I'll give it to Gojo. Gojo was dropping. Gojo's dropping everybody.
Just off of this list.
So far.
Just off of the four that we named.
Right.
I gotta give it to Gojo.
Gojo definitely changed shit when he showed up, but
they had to form whole plans.
They had to.
The main villain wasn't even like, yo, I can take him. The main villain was like, yo, you better not run up on him until we set everything up.
And even Sukuna was contained until they sealed Gojo. Like Sukuna didn't do none of that stuff in Shibuya.
Until Gojo was locked up.
Yeah, bro. So
I got another honorable mention for y'all.
Talk to me.
Sinbad from The Adventures of Sinbad and Magi.
I just feel he's very good. If you haven't seen that, but he just didn't take it serious.
He didn't take nothing serious. That was
serious. But I guess that was his character.
Because if you want to say like Gojo when he was born, and a huge amount of demon energy came into the world to kind of even out balance out all the good that he. You know what I'm saying?
Cursed energy.
The cursed energy. My bad. Cursed energy. Yeah. But the same thing. Sinbad. You feel me? In Sinbad, they call it Ruch. You feel me? That boy, when he born, the roof went crazy. Everybody looked up to the sky like...
Say it again. What's it called?
The roof. You feel me? The roof went crazy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Shit. And I'm talking in that show, anybody that talked about Sinbad, well, they you feel me? It was like you're saying, well, they talk about him like, oh, Sinbad. Right. You feel me? The big fight against everybody. They got the kingdoms. I forgot the name of the kingdom, but they had all the sons come. They're fighting. They got Magi. They got Magna Shatat. They're fading against each other. It was Magna Shatat versus
the school. I forgot what it's called. But
And then you feel me. Then the big bad came and they had to team up together. Right. You feel me? And they were fading. And then the villain was like they seen Sinbad pull up the disaster class anomaly. Sinbad. You feel me? Everybody knows who Sinbad is.
With the lightning out the sky.
With the lightning. That Badarok Psycho. What you mean, son?
Yeah, he was
Come on, son.
He was definitely a classic aura farmer because I loved Magi, bro. I thought that was real good.
Sinbad, son. Yeah, when the man pull up, everything changed.
But dog, as far as the main list goes, bro, I'm gonna be real. I threw it out there for Aizen. I just don't like the Aizen didn't kill nobody, bro. I think as a not even to say aura farming, but aura farming villain, you got to kill somebody.
You gotta drop somebody.
All right, he killed all of them visored, and none of them actually died.
Yeah, they just
None of the Soul Reaper
turned the visors.
captains died.
I get it.
No,
He just killed his own people.
his old bed, bro.
Well,
Crazy work.
Well, I think
I
it
gotta
was a
get. I
good
guess yeah,
topic.
bro. I guess
You feel me?
I guess
think was
Gojo
a
gets
good
it,
one,
bro.
Man. We'll give it to Gojo.
Yeah, I give it to Gojo on that one, bro. That was
Other
definitely a
than
good
that,
one.
man, we love y'all. You feel me? Invite your friend next time. You feel me? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? Comment below if you want any topics for us to talk about.
Right, bro. Help us grow, man.
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Help fuel that
Fuel the
pantheon. You feel
pantheon.
me?
Yeah,
So, other than that, man, we love y'all. See y'all next time.
Next time.
Peace. Take it
Peace.
easy.